Sports.
We are Blackmore. We are LA.
In taking Game 2 from the A's last night, the Angels relied on the long ball and a gritty performance from their longtime ace. Tonight, Corey Rasmus makes his Major League debut as a starter as the Angels look for the series win and a 4-game lead in the West. Angels-A's Round 3 is next.
We hope you're continuing to enjoy your Labor Day weekend. We know the Angels certainly are. 4-game winning streak for them. They've won the first 2 against the Oakland Athletics, and tonight it is game number 3 of a 4-game set. As we take a look at the standings in the American League West, the Angels with the victory last night now have themselves a 3-game lead over Oakland. They even expanded the lead over the Seattle Mariners. You got to pay attention to them as well. As we welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Kubica. I'm Victor Rojas, and last night not only was Jared Weaver on display, the defense, even on both sides, was certainly on display. A couple of fantastic defensive plays by Mike Trout and Josh Hamilton.
Yeah, Victor, when you play such close games against your rival, you're going to need that defense at times to be able to pull you through some tough moments, and we saw that last night when Mike Trout and Josh Hamilton. Take a look at our Fox vision, how far Mike Trout had to travel to be able to get this ball by Stephen Vogt. 130 feet to be able to go back and track that one down. That could have been a big base hit. And then a little later on, Callaspo down the line. Josh Hamilton has to go 97 feet on the full dive to make that play. So the leather was there for the defense. Becca made a nice play at third base. A lot of great defense throughout that game. That's why they were able to win Game 2 last night.
And the Angels will certainly need that today, as that TBD that was supposed to pitch tonight is now Corey Rasmus. The Angels reliever will get his first big league start, although he did come up as a minor league starter. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Line up the first pitch when we return.
Angels baseball is brought to you by CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. By the Fiat 500 1957 edition, returned of the original. Visit FiatUSA.com to learn more. And by the UPS Store, your one-stop shop for your small business needs. Welcome back to Angel Stadium. Game 3 of this 4-game series, and Corey Rasmus not wasting any time. Doesn't take a whole lot of time for a reliever to get ready. He is getting his warm-up pitches on here. That means we will take a look at Bob Melvin's starting 9 for the Athletics, who find themselves 3 back of the Angels at 78 and 56. Coco Crisp is not in the lineup today, so Sam Fold will lead things off. He's in left. Stephen Vogt at first base. Josh Donaldson at third base. He's had a good series so far. Brendan Moss at DH. Derek Norris, the catcher. Josh Reddick at right. Alberto Callaspo at second. Eric Sogard gets a start at shortstop. And it's Greg Gentry taking over for Coco Crisp out at center field. And he will bat 9. Taking on Rasmus, who comes into this one with a 3-1 record and a 2.68 ERA. And everything that he has done in the big leagues has been as a reliever.
Yeah, he's done a very good job. And this is his first pro start. Was down in 2011 in single A. He's been very good as a reliever this season for the Halos. 90-95 on the fastball. Very good slider, curve, and excellent changeup for Corey Rasmus. But for him to be successful against Oakland, maintain that bullpen mindset. This attack hitters, don't worry about maintaining energy level. You just want to go as quick as possible. And that first pitch strike, so important for him. But maintain that bullpen mindset is so big for him tonight.
Let's take a look at the defense for the Angels. Behind Rasmus, Cowgill is in left field. Josh Hamilton will patrol center as Mike Trout will serve as the DH. Cole Calhoun in right. The infield is David Freese, Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, and Albert Pujols from third to first. Hank Conger gets a start behind the plate.
Corey Rasmus is throwing the ball well. He's getting a lot of ground ball action. Howie's been pretty solid there at that second base position. 11 errors, 129 starts. Has turned 66 double plays.
Rasmus ready to go. Tonight's first pitch being delivered by the UPS store. Sam Fold hitting 260, 3 home runs, 26 runs batted in. And the first one tonight is upstairs. Fold got the start in left field last night. Ended up going 1 for 4.
Well, he's maintained that bullpen mindset. He's pitching out of the stretch from the get-go.
35 career starts in the minor leagues for Rasmus. This one's cut out to shallow right center field. Long run for Cole Calhoun as he calls off Kendrick. And there is out number 1. Last start for Rasmus in the minor leagues was back in 2011. I was at A-ball in the Carolina League. He was still with the Braves system. The following season, he ended up becoming a full-time reliever, and that's what he has been since.
We talked about, and we showed it even in our opening, the defense, how important that is for Corey Rasmus tonight to have behind him, especially because the pitch count will be limited for him. Around that 50 to 60 pitch range, you need to make those plays behind him, give him a chance to win this game tonight.
Vogt takes outside. 310 average, 9 home runs, 32 runs batted in. He's been dealing with a foot issue, plantar fasciitis issue. So unable to catch. He's played some first, he's played some right field. Takes the breaking ball low. It's 2 balls and no strikes. He was at first base last night, had a 1 for 4 game. As Oakland managed 5 hits overall. Weaver ended up giving up just 3. 7 shutout innings of baseball for Jared Weaver as he picked up his 15th win.
He's tied for tops in the American League in that category.
Two balls and 1 strike. There's a large group of A's fans that made it out here. They were out here for batting practice. They are down the right field line. So lays off the breaking ball. That's 3 balls and 1 strike.
And early on, that'll be the pitch between his curveball, changeup, and slider to be able to maintain, because he's got the adrenaline going. He'll overthrow those pitches generally early in the game until he gets a better feel for it, being now a starter in this game.
Vogt hits one out toward left center field. Josh Hamilton racing back on the warning track will make the catch.
Not quite 130 feet, but pretty long distance to travel that one and get to that baseball. Monday key to this game tonight for Corey Rasmus and the Angels. A little Bon Jovi. I'll be there for his bullpen mates. He knows where he's going to go 3, 4, maybe 5 innings in his bullpen. His friends down there, his buddies, will be able to pick him up from that point forward. Mindset again, just attack hitters and get some quick outs.
The Angels did make a move today as they optioned out Efren Navarro to bring up Michael Roth, left-handed pitcher from AA Arkansas. So Roth available tonight. rosters expand on Monday. So Efren will be back with the ball club on Tuesday when the Angels are in Houston, as Donaldson takes downstairs for ball one. A's third baseman hitting .256, 26 home runs, 88 RBIs. 1 for 3 game yesterday with a double. There's 2 doubles and a home run in the series. Still evens up the count.
Still believe, Victor, that's where you got to go after Donaldson. He's shown in this series he's been very quick on fastballs, even off-speed pitches inside, turning on them. He can use the big part of the field.
Rasmus's longest outing this year, 2 2/3. His longest outing of his career, 3 innings. And that was last June. That was in there for a called strike. What a 2.
Boy, paints a 94 followed by a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside corner. Those pitches at 51. He gets some quick outs. He can get through that 3rd, maybe 4th inning. With that pitch count be around 50 to 60 tonight for Mike Scioscia.
Lifted foul and out of play, going right back to that fastball. So the count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fold with a fly out to right. Vogt with a fly ball out to center for the first 2 outs of this ball game. Eleven pitches so far in the 12th. The first inning is lifted foul and out of play. So we'll reset and do it again.
And Rasmus, that's a pretty good success against Oakland. 6 2/3 innings pitched. There's 2 earned runs allowed against them. It's 1-0.
Corey's last outing was on Monday. Back up the middle. It'll be a base hit. That's how it gets to it, but has no play. Fooled Donaldson on the breaking ball, but perfectly placed by the A's third baseman. Keeps the inning alive here for Brandon Moss.
Just by the glove of Corey Rasmus, he tried to use the backhand to be able to catch that baseball off the end of the bat from Donaldson.
By the way, that outing on Monday for Corey, that was 2 2/3. As he had to take over for Wade LeBlanc, and that he got the start in. Marlins winning that one 7-1. The only loss for the Angels on this homestand so far. Moss a DH tonight, hitting .248. Angels overshift. Howie's out in shallow right. Ibar's on the right side. And Freeze at the shortstop position. First one's a strike. Will Little, by the way, is calling the balls and strikes tonight. Jerry Davis, the crew chief at first, Greg Gibson at second, and Phil Cuzzy over at third base. It's been the umpiring crew for this series, and it'll remain through tomorrow. Angels with that 4-game winning streak now 81 53.
0-2. That's that solid changeup. Rasmus has A+ changeup. Very good slider. And a solid curveball too, but his changeup is very good.
Corey acquired from the Atlanta Braves in exchange for Scott Downs.
What you're going to see here is Rasmus go through a new set of signs. He didn't look like he was committed to that pitch as he steps off. 0-2 count. Hank Conger will go through a new series of signs.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Moss, and the top of the first is in the books. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up. We are scoreless. begin the bottom of the first inning scoreless. And here's Mike Scioscia starting 9 for game number 135 for the Halos. Cole Calhoun leading things off and right. Mentioned Trout will serve as a DH tonight. Albert Pujols at first. Josh Hamilton at center. Kendrick will bat fifth. Eric Eibart shortstop. He's riding a 14-game hitting streak, one shy of his career best. David Freese back at third after a couple of days off. Conger behind the plate. Colin Cowgill gets a start in left as they take on the 29-year-old right-hander, native of Merrillville, Indiana. His name is Jeff Samardzija.
Samardzija fastball is 92 to 97. He's got a slider, a cut fastball, and a split finger fastball. 6-10 mark overall this season. But to be successful against Samardzija, remind him of his past. He had a tough time against Angels last year as a member of the Chicago Cubs, and bring that splitter up in the strike zone becomes much more hittable.
Yeah, that game was at Wrigley Field. Samardzija giving up 9 runs on 9 hits in 4 2/3. He actually gave up 4 home runs in that ball game. And, well, he's making his 11th start with Oakland. His last 6 have just been okay. Cole hitting .283, 13 home runs, 46 RBIs. 0 for 4 last night. And that is hammered out toward right center field. Gentry moving back on this one. Still going back, and at the wall, leaps up, and he makes the catch. Driven well by Cole Calhoun, but it is a long out to start the bottom of the first. Defensively for Oakland, Bold, Gentry, Reddick in the outfield from left to right. Donaldson, Sogard, Teoscar, and both from third to first. Norris behind the plate.
And I promise I didn't mean this, Victor, by having Gentry as their defensive guy, but what a play he made there right away. 33 starts out in center field for Gentry. Very good throwing arm. 8 outfield assists and just 1 error. He can cover some serious ground as a center fielder.
And while that is an out against Cole Calhoun, he's got to take away from that a good plate appearance, good approach.
And it reminds Samardzija that they've had some pretty good swings against him. You mentioned those 9 earned runs against him in 4 2/3. First batter he faces almost goes yard against him. Creates doubt in a pitcher's mind.
.290 average for Trout, 30 home runs, 94 runs batted in. A 1 for 4 game last night. It was a base hit to left. Ground ball to short. Sogard has it. 2 down.
Let's take a look at our AT&T U-Burst rewind with Albert Pujols coming to the plate. That's July 10th against Samardzija. Albert Pujols homers Wrigley Field. One of his 3 career home runs off of Samardzija. Pujols with very good numbers. 6 for 13 in his career versus Samardzija for Albert Pujols.
Hit his 24th last night. That was off of Evan Scribner. Albert's .277 now, 82 runs batted in. 2-hit game for him last night, going 2 for 4. Albert jumping on that first pitch. Comes up empty, and it's an 0-1 count. 10 starts for Samardzija with Oakland, 4-3 and a 3.86. And I mentioned that his last few have just been okay. 2-2 record with a 4.78 over those last 6 starts for him. A bouncer up the line. Foul.
Well, that was close to rolling back towards the base. Donaldson has played enough games here at the Big A and knowing that baseball will roll back into fair territory, especially with Albert staying at home plate.
Oh, 2 count with 2 outs and nobody on. So it's fouled back. Perhaps in someone's dinner down at the Diamondbacks.
Yes, I think you're right. It sounded like it.
Yeah. Slider missing down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Overall, Samardzija with the Cubs and Oakland, 6-10 record. 175 and 2/3 innings, 158 hits, 156 strikeouts. 5th round pick by the Cubs in 06. Here's the 1-2. Back up the middle, but that's exactly where Callaspo was positioned. Low throw, Boats got it, and the Angels go down in order. One complete here at Angel Stadium. We're scoreless.
Coming up later in the game, we'll check out the news from around the majors on the Carl's Jr. Sports Update. Hart High School pitchers going at it tonight in Kansas City, and Ernie Banks will be proud of Chicago today and tonight.
He's always proud of Chicago, is he not?
He'd be really, really proud today.
Here in the second, Norris read at Callaspo to face Rasmus. Faced 4 batters in the first inning, gave up an infield base hit, if you will, to Josh Donaldson. Then he struck out Moss to end the inning. Did so on 16 pitches, so economical first inning. 11 strikes for Corey. Derek Norris, the catcher, hitting .271 with 10 home runs and 49 runs batted in. Down in the 7th spot of the order last night, with Weaver getting the start. He jumps up to the 5-hole. First one's outside. No Coco Crisp tonight. Strained his neck last night on the attempted catch of the Iannetta home run.
Well, was there some defensive plays and close to being made also by Crisp and Albert Pujols at first base.
That'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, if you take anything away from last night's start, pretty much any start that Weaver's on, but against this Oakland A's team, the off-speed stuff, huge.
Yeah, they always like to work themselves into a fastball count, and if you can get ahead and expand the zone with breaking balls, whether it's curveballs or changeups, you can get them out. But if they're in fastball counts consistent throughout the game, they're very difficult to get out. Weaver was outstanding. His energy level was awesome last night, too.
Norris fouls it off to the right.
I had a quick conversation with him today in the dugout, and he said he felt the energy here from the fans at the Big A, and he was really into that game last night. His fastball, I told him we saw that he was throwing some fastballs at 91. He says he feels great. Normal wear and tear as the season progresses. Here we are just about going into the month of September, but felt the energy from the fans last night.
41,177 last night, 41,000 plus 2 nights ago. As Norris foul tips this one up, fouled it at the plate. Conger unable to hang on to it. So the at-bat continues at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And dealing with a sore back is what Norris is. Batting averages dipped down in the month of August. There's that breaking ball. Misses down and away. Two balls, two strikes. Norris last night had a 9th inning single against Houston Street, and that snapped it 0 for 15 for him. Just a .237 average against right-handed pitching, and he goes down swinging for out number 1.
We tried a curveball in the outside corner, just off the corner, followed it back with a slider, a perfect slider from Rasmus. Back-to-back strikeouts for him. Finished off last inning, ran the Moss on a swing and miss, and here, Eric Norris on a swing and miss on a slider.
So 1 out here in the second. Here's Josh Reddick, the right fielder. Going with the pant legs pulled up tonight. Reddick had a critical at bat in the 6th inning. At the point, a 2-0 Angels lead. The base loaded and 2 outs, and Weaver got him to hit a fly ball to left. That was after Weaver fell behind at 2-0. Got back into the count with an off-speed pitch, 2-1. And then threw him another off speed and got Reddick, did that fly ball to left field. One ball, one strike. Oakland's offense has been slowed this month. That's why they've managed a 12-15 record so far. Oakland hitting just 228s in the month of August. Reddick fouls this one off the left. The Angels have picked it up a little bit in the month of August. They got off to a very slow start as well. Angels now hitting 249 for the month. So that average has crept up a little bit, but for Oakland, they're really relying now on that starting pitching staff, considering the trades for Samardzija, Hamill, as well as Lester. We saw Lester last night.
The offense for the Angels is using the entire field of late, and that's why they've been successful.
Upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This team's not going away, though.
No.
As good a series as you may have this weekend.
They've been in every one of these games.
Yep.
They've been one swing away or so of winning both games. Said they lose both. And it's always going to be the case with these two teams going at it.
Breaking ball, and it got him. So that's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Rasmus. 2 outs here in the second.
It's a good setup pitch. The pitch before the high fastball followed by a curveball, the same plane, starting up high and then drop it down at the knees. It's 75. Reddick way out in front. The hips open up, the head pulled off the baseball, unable to make contact.
So 2 outs, nobody on for Alberto Callaspo. 0 for 4 game last night, but 4 fly ball outs. Cowgill shallow and toward the foul line in left field. Hamilton shallow and straight up at center. Cole in his normal position in right. 235 average for Callaspo.
Another good changeup from Rasmus. He's under control, not overthrowing his pitches.
Alberto making his 41st, or playing in his 41st game at second base. 0-2. Just missed low.
Still a good miss around the strike zone. It creates doubt for a hitter now.
Big transformation from Rasmus from the end of last year to this year. The development, the confidence in the off-speed stuff, plus the location of his fastball is much better.
And good life on his fastball. He's 94, 95. Good play by a fan. One-handed play.
Yeah.
Oh, his beverage in the other hand.
I don't believe there's any spillage.
No.
Either. Bonus points. Another 1-2. That's inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two punch outs to start the second. Rasmus getting the start today. Spot start. Michael Roth available. Hector Santiago could be available. Just missed off the plate for full count. You believe that this could be something that Rasmus will be doing every fifth day.
Yeah, because he has 4 quality pitches. When you have that capabilities come out as a starter, especially to have 4 pitches you can go to, there's no doubt once he builds up that arm strength, he could be a viable part of the rotation.
3-2, a swing and a miss, and Rasmus strikes out the side. 4 consecutive strikeouts for the right-hander, and we'll head to the bottom of the second scoreless.
Boy, he's had a good fastball. Trade presented by Ram Trucks. Back in that July 10th start, Zamarja against Josh Hamilton. Very similar to the swings we've seen lately from Josh Hamilton. The toe tap and stride through the baseball. 2 home runs hit by Hamilton against Zamarja last season in Chicago. The balance great and through the baseball excellent by Hamilton.
Leading things off here in the bottom of the second. Lifts one out to left center. Gentry is back near the track, puts it away. And there's the first out here in the second. Angel hitters have come out here early on in the count to against Zamarja, trying to jump on that fastball.
Yeah, the keys against Zamarja, if he's downstairs with his fastball and a split finger fastball, very difficult to hit, but he's left some pitches up so far. They're the pitches you attack.
Howie hitting .279 with 5 home runs, 56 runs batted in. Takes a strike. Kendrick go for 4 last night. Reached on the error by Donaldson, eventually scored. Was on the bases loaded walk to Chris Iannetta.
Well, with college football season underway, Zamarja had very good wide receiver with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 27 career touchdowns. Imagine 6'5" target. It'd be pretty difficult to be able to tackle him.
All-American while at Notre Dame. As a wide receiver. Worked early on in his collegiate career out of the bullpen for the Irish. And had worked his way to be pretty much a first-round pick in the NFL. At least that was the consensus on Zamarja.
Play a lot longer in Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Foul back. The count remains at no balls and 2 strikes.
His size right now, it's like the typical target you've seen in the NFL right now. Tall, wide receiver.
Ahead of the count at no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here the second. He's got a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive. Last night's game remained scoreless until the 5th. 9 hit the home run. We're scoreless here in the 2nd. Now he fouls another one back. 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Home run that Inetta hit last night, his 6th of the year. Had a 3 RBI game. Scott Kazmir scheduled to go tomorrow, the left-hander. So Chris sits tonight. But likely back there tomorrow against lefty. Matt Shoemaker scheduled to get the start for the Angels. This was line to center, a base hit. Stayed with that breaking ball.
Oh, that was a good at bat. Considered behind in the count right away. 0-2, fouled off some tough pitches. That pitch out over the plate. Didn't try to pull it. Line drive right over Zamarja's head. And into center field slider. Did kind of stay flat. Now a good swing. Talked about the Angels of late. They're at bats using the entire field. That's a perfect swing from Kendrick.
So Eric Ibar steps up. Proud owner of a 14-game hitting streak, one shy of his career best, 15-game streak. Set just a couple of years ago. 284 average, 6 home runs, 56 runs batted in. As a matter of fact, had a multi-hit game last night. He chipped in a bunt single on John Lester. This one's over to third, off the glove of Donaldson. It'll trickle out into left. With Donaldson playing in, it should be an infield, or a base hit, I should say, off the glove.
A 15-game hit streak for Eric Ibar. See, that's the ability just to be able to not only be able to get the bunt down, but to show a bunt. You force those corner infielders in, and you hit a ball like that, it's very difficult for a third baseman, even one with great reaction time that we've seen from Donaldson, unable to scoop that line drive from Ibar.
Matches his career long that was set August 19th through September 5th of 2011. So 2 on, 1 out. And in scoring position for David Freese. Last night the Angels just 1 for 3 with men in scoring position in the series. 3 for 12. Freese looks at a strike. David back at third base after serving as a designated hitter the last couple of games. 0 for 4 last night.
Well, I think David would love that exact same pitch back. He can do so many things. He get that ball well to right center field. He can turn on it also.
Back inside. Evens up the count at 1-1.
Zamarja's been around in the strike zone. 20 pitches thrown, 17 strikes so far.
Freese to date has not fared well against Zamarja, just 2 for 11 in his career. He's got Kendrick at second, Ibar at first. The breaking ball is lifted out to right center. Playable for Gentry. Drifts back on it. Makes the catch. Kendrick will advance. Ibar will stay at first base.
Well, the baseball's carrying pretty well. Looked like I was towards the end of the bat by Freese and all the way to the wall.
So 2 outs, and Hank Conger will step up with runners at the corners.
Good decision by Howie to tag up second to third. Zamarja with 6 wild pitches. Norris hasn't been moving quite as well with a back issue, so a pitch in the dirt could result in a run now.
Last start for Hank was on Tuesday against the Fish. Ended up going 2 for 4. A couple of singles and an RBI, and also scored a run. Hank's batting average at .222. 3 infielders on the right side with Conger at the plate. Got a fastball, fouls it back. Hank with 11 doubles, 3 home runs, 24 runs batted in.
And you see Hank in the batter's box. He's trying to relax his hands. He's been such in that mode of trying to pull everything, trying to keep his hands relaxed. Something away, try to hit the ball to left center field. A lot of room in the infield and outfield that way.
Halos on the season with a .270 team batting average with men in scoring position. One ball, one strike. Conger with men in scoring position at 2 outs so far this year. 8 for 19. Ibar takes off. The pitch is fouled back. Eric had a big jump from first.
Hank also had a pretty good pitch to drive, though. As a hitter, it's very difficult to let that one go, even though you know that Ibar had a good jump. But that's a pitch you can drive well. He had a good swing at it, too.
Samardzija elevating a couple of pitches there, fastballs to Conger, so you wonder if he ends up going back to something slow.
And if you're Howie, you're able to get a big lead in case something is bounced in the dirt, no one near you at third.
Off speed, and he got him. Samardzija picks up his first strikeout of the game, and the Angels leave a couple of men off. We're through 2. Still scoreless. Down the third with no score. Coming up later in the game, we'll bring you the AT&T fan photo of the game, but we need your help. Tweet us your photo using hashtag WestFanPhoto, and it could be shown in an upcoming game broadcast. Angels with their first opportunity with men in scoring position come up empty. That's why we're scoreless beginning this third inning. Oakland has sent up 8-9-1. Sogard, Gentry, and Fold. As Corey Rasmus making his first major league start. Has allowed 1 hit. And he has struck out 4, all 4 in a row. Moss to end the first inning, then he struck out the sign in the second. Sogard, the shortstop, hitting .219, has a home run and 18 runs batted in. He and Andy Perino have been sharing the duties at shortstop with Jet Lowry on the disabled list. Sogard last night had a 1-for-4 game with a base hit in the 7th. That was a bunt base hit. Eventually stranded. Two balls and no strikes.
Try to stay away against Sogard. Get that fly ball to left field.
2-1. Sogard, an Arizona State product, originally in the Padres system, second round pick in 07. Hill looking long speed pitch for strike 2. Traded in 2010 to Oakland. Swing and a miss. Got him on the hard slider. Make that 5 consecutive batters struck out.
That a tight slider from Rasmus. Got their fastball away for a strike, change up, swing, and then a hard slider. Kept his front shoulder in, very good. In the rotation, you can see the seams of that pitch. That's when you can see it's a slider. That's almost going to hit his back foot. It's that tight of a slider to get a swing and miss.
And set up by that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate. Give you something else to think about. Craig Gentry, the center fielder, batting in the 9th spot. Takes a breaking ball that just misses off the plate. Gentry hitting .254, 5 doubles, a triple, 10 runs batted in. As the Angels begin to get some action going in their bullpen. Rasmus at 41 pitches so far. Little number back to the mound.
Said fields his position well, does everything well as far as all 4 pitches. In position as soon as he released the baseball to field it.
Michael Roth called up before the game today from AA. Getting ready for the bullpen.
And so should give him ample time to get ready, meaning at some point, probably next inning, because he's been starting down in AA.
Top of the order now is Sam Fuld. He'll look at his strike. 0 for 1 with a fly ball to right. Michael Roth has pitched 2 big league games this year. Oh, 2 count.
Three times in this game, Vicker, so far for Rasmus. 0-2 counts. Been aggressive.
Breaking ball down and in. One, 2 on the way. Fuld takes down and away. Only base run of the Donaldson base hit. And that was tracked down by Kendrick in shallow center field. A little roller with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Now the 2-2. Fuld pulls it foul. It's the off-speed pitch.
Good feel for that pitch.
Trying to get the Angels back in the dugout at the bottom of the 3rd. The Halos have 9-1-2 coming up.
Over the next pitch from Rasco will be pitch number 49.
Stephen Vogt, the first baseman's on deck. Spot start for Corey Rasmus. First major league start for him. 2 2/3, trying to finish up his 3rd inning. And perhaps his last. Called strike 3, and he got him.
Great pitch. Two-seam fastball, paints the corner. An outstanding outing by Corey Rasmus. Paints it inside at 93. Freezes Sanford to finish off potentially his amazing first start in the show.
Mike Butcher, and you wonder if he is indeed done. Michael Roth has sat down in the bullpen as we walk into our broadcast booth, and well, you couldn't ask for anything better from a spot start here from a bullpen guy.
In fact, we talked about he's got 4 quality pitches he can go to. He came inside with that last fastball, Sanford at 93. He's got to swing and miss on curveballs, changeups, sliders in this game. 6 punch outs in 3 innings for Corey Rasmus. What an effort here tonight. The career high as far as pitches thrown at the major league level, 51. He's at 49 now. More than likely, that is going to be it for Corey Rasmus.
That's tough to pull him after.
I know. If I go, hey, you're up there on your pitch outs. How do you feel? I feel he's going to say he feels great.
Right.
Corey is a great competitor.
And he's not coming off of, 3 or 4 innings or outings of 10 pitches. Like I said, he threw 2 2/3 innings on Monday. So if he's trying to stretch him out a little bit, I think he's staying in the game. We'll see. Colin Cowgill, first plate appearance for him tonight. Getting started in left field. 267 batting average, 5 home runs, 17 runs batted in, has 9 doubles. Halo's getting a couple of men on board, one in scoring position in the second, but leaving him stranded. This is bouncer back toward the middle. Sogard to his left has it. 1 out. Folks, the Angels wives have put together their annual player favorites baskets for an online auction to raise money for the Angels Foundation. The baskets contain autographed game used items and items from players' hobbies other than baseball. To bid on those baskets, for more info, just log on to angels.com/auctions. 1 out, nobody on, and Cole Calhoun now stepping up. He gave it a ride back in the first inning, but it was tracked down by Crick Gentry. Just to the right of center field. The Pechanga sign. Great t-shirts, by the way, that Pechanga sponsored last night, the vintage t-shirts. Halo's going with the throwbacks last night, back to the regular uniform tonight. Cole 0 for his last 13. Roth back up and loosening now, so
yeah, that definitely means he's coming in the game.
Yep. 1-1 pitch. Second to miss.
What a job by Rasmus. Next to another very good competitor, Hector Santiago, who's been throwing the ball extremely well himself.
Two on the way. Inside. Off-speed pitch. Full count. Trout on deck. Samardzija retiring the top of the order for the Angels in the first inning. On a fly ball out, 2 ground outs. Picked up his first strikeout in the second. 3-2 now. And now it's foul tipped into the bin. 2 outs.
Here's Mike Trout coming to the plate. Now it's time for the Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. Mike Trout having a fantastic season. He leads the majors with 71 extra base hits. No Angel has ever led the AL over a full season in that category. Last player at that age, 23, Cal Ripken Jr. led the American League as far as extra base hits in 1983. Again, another one of those amazing names being connected with for Mike Trout.
Trout grounded out his first time up to Sogard, the shortstop. Hit toward short, 1 hopper. Sogard gets rid of it quickly. Low throws. Vogt.
What a play.
Picks it for the 3rd out. Heck of a play by Sogard, knowing he had to get rid of the ball very quickly.
Boy, literally the baseball in the glove, the transfer and throw before you even land it back down on the ground. Perfect play by Sogard. You need that type of throw to throw out Mike Trout on the bounce to Vogt.
Starting off this ball game as it was last night. Hey, tonight's game is being powered by Energy Upgrade California. Manage energy and help California stay golden. Visit energyupgradeca.org. Michael Roth comes into the ball game. He's the first reliever of the ball game, and he's delivered by the UPS store. Called today. He has 2 appearances in the big leagues this year. He spent the majority of the year Double-A, 22 games, all starts, 11-7 record there with a 2.62 ERA.
Yeah, he threw the ball well, 140 2/3, it's 121 hits allowed, 79 strikeouts for Michael Roth. It's all about command and throwing strikes, not overpowering. And good arm angle he will throw at to be successful. I mean, in the mid-80s, maybe touch upper 80s. Very good changeup and curveball also.
2, 3, and 4 coming up for Oakland. Vogt, Donaldson, and Moss.
2 games that Roth has pitched in this year. July the 5th against Houston. That was here with 2 innings in that one. And then August the 2nd at Tampa Bay. And that's when C.J. Wilson got knocked out after an inning and a third. Roth ended up soaking up 4 2/3 innings in that one, giving up 4 runs on 7 hits. Vogt 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball to center his first time up. Roth delivers a strike.
What this could potentially do for Bob Melvin, force his hand as far as putting some right-handed batters in the lineup potentially now, with Roth coming in as a lefty. Against a number of lefties in the lineup here tonight.
No balls, 2 strikes. Roth not an overpowering fella. A lot of off-speed stuff. And relies and has to rely on command. One ball, 2 strikes. Rasmus, by the way, 3 innings, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts. Everything else zeros. First major league start for Corey Rasmus, and it was a successful one. One-two pitch. Vogt bounces it foul. Stephen Vogt played baseball at Azusa Pacific. Nice year for Oakland last year. He's putting up good numbers again this year, but like we said early on, dealing with that foot problem, so he's been limited to first base of the outfield. That one's way outside 2-2. That kind of fits the Oakland A's model. Kind of a plug and play.
Yeah,
type of roster.
They've been always very successful at that.
Oh, 2 to 3 and 2. Let's see. The last thing you want to do with this ball club is mess around with deep counts or put them in hitters counts.
Yeah, because they've been struggling lately, so they're even more aggressive than normal, trying to not to get into those breaking ball counts.
Just got a piece of it, fouls it back. Vogt asking Will Little if that pitch was close enough to be called a strike.
It's always one of my favorites. And the old saying is, that'd be great if an umpire said, well, why did you swing at it?
Yeah. Foul back. Off speed pitch. Always a scary sight when you see a hitter start his swing and can no longer kind of protect himself by turning into the pitch, exposing the front side, his chest, face area.
Trying to cover the outside part of the plate.
And he walked it. So first batter he ends up putting on board. It's the first batter to reach since the only batter who had reached tonight. That was Donaldson with a 2-out single. So Roth will now work from the stretch here against Donaldson. Did not gift base runners to the Oakland Athletics, whether they're going bad or whether they're going good. Donaldson 1 for 1 with that hit. And he'll look at a strike. This A's team has hit 10 points lower against left-handed pitching this year. And it's right-handers, 242 versus 252. Cute foul. And 0-2.
And important for Roth to be able to change speeds well and throw all his pitches for strikes.
Little number back in front of the plate. Tiger's throw is into the seats. They're saying that that ball did not. No, now they are. The ball went over the railing, hit the glove of a fan. Jerry Davis never saw it, but it's a second base umpire, Greg Gibson, putting it back, and that's not Tiger's play. That's Roth's play. That ball that far out there.
Hank had to go a long way, especially as a pitcher. It's falling right towards you.
Goes as an infield base hit and an error. So runners at second and third now. Nobody out, and here's Moss. Bob Melvin came out and got the explanation, as if it wasn't clear that it went over the wall. But Jerry Davis did not see it at first base. Greg Gibson did. So second and third and nobody out. Moss, the DH, struck out in the first. Conger committing his fifth error on that play. Moss went around, and it's yet again another 0-2 count. Boat standing over at third base. Leadoff walk for him, and then Donaldson with the infield base hit. Standing at second base on the error by Hank. Now the 0-2 to Moss. It's down and away. Oakland last night 0 for 6 with men in scoring position, 1 for 12 in the series as Moss takes outside. Roth nibbling on that outside part of the plate, so it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Angels starting to get action going in their bullpen now as Yoselin Herrera, the right-hander, is getting ready. Foul back.
Michael Roth has been ahead of all 3 batters, 0-2. Trying to finish off a batter here to get a swing and miss. See if we get through this inning without any damage.
Derek Norris on deck. 2-2. A full count. And then Rasmus going 3 innings tonight with 6 strikeouts and 1 hit. And removed because of pitch count. First big league start of his career. Roth called up today. A little bit of trouble here. Bouncer foul.
Boy, it's tough when you're sitting at home. You're thinking, why wouldn't Mike Scioscia have Corey Rasmus go back out for another inning? But the most pitches he's thrown in a game this entire season is 51. It's very difficult to get that arm stretched out to be able to go beyond that limit. He's already right at it after 3 innings. And then you run the risk of not having Corey available for you for quite some time, especially with the need for bullpen help and depth.
Another payoff. Moss fouls it back. 20 pitches thrown by Michael. 13 strikes, 7 balls. Eight pitches so far to Moss. Swing and a miss. Down goes Moss. There's out number 1.
Good slow breaking ball from Roth. Starts at the hip of Moss and end up going to the outside part of the plate for a swing and miss.
So 1 out, runners remain at second and third base. Here's Norris. Intentionally walk the A's catcher here to load him up for Reddick. Reddick, a strikeout victim in the second inning. He'll be batting after this intentional walk. The base is loaded. Norris struck out in the second against Rasmus, so 0 for 1 night. And 1 pitch away from taking his place over at first base.
Looks like they might pinch hit for Reddick.
Yeah. Wow. In the 4th inning, they pull back Reddick. And it's Johnny Gomes.
Scioscia has the option now to go down to the bullpen himself once he's announced.
Once he's announced, you're right. That takes one of your left-handed batters out of the game.
Boy, the wheels in motion already.
Yeah. These 2 teams have played tight games. They continue to play tight games.
Boy, it seems like since 2002 they have. And Mike Scioscia will indeed. How close this series has been. 119 wins for the Angels, 118 for the A's. 118 of them have been decided by 1 or 2 runs. Nearly 50% have been that close between these 2 clubs.
So we're in the 4th inning, and when you get a game started by a reliever, you get matchups early. That's what we have here. Bases loaded situation for Oakland. And Yoselin Herrera coming into the game. Top of the 4th inning. And already a couple of pitching changes for the Angels. Bases loaded for Oakland here with 1 out. The old game of cat and mouse as Johnny Gomes gets introduced as the pinch hitter. He'll bat for Josh Reddick. And Mike Scioscia counters that move with right-hander Yoselin Herrera. 7 games for the big leagues this year. 0-1 record. And a 6.43 earned run average. Yoselin called up prior to the game on Tuesday and ended up getting into that game. Angels were up 8-0, and now Herrera gave up a couple of runs in that ninth inning on 4 hits. Vogt standing at third base, Donaldson at second, Norris at first. Reddick is out of the game after going 0 for 1. And now Gomes will bat. 238 batting average, 6 home runs, 37 runs batted. He's 5 for 18 as a pinch hitter this year.
And he's rolled into 5 double plays this season.
First one in there for a strike. Off speed.
Split finger fastball. Uses his changeup.
Gomes a 173 hitter this year against right-handed pitching. That's in 112 plate appearances. Outfield straight around. 0-1. That's a fastball that paints the outside corner. 0-2. .4-mile-per-hour heater missing up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Callaspo on deck. Also appeared in 6 games with the Angels back in April. Made the appearance a couple of nights ago against the Miami Marlins. Little flare back over towards second base. Howie's got it, touches the bag, fires the first, got him! Inning-ending double play. The Angels get out of it.
Boy, Herrera tried to catch that little jam shot over his head, missed it, but Howie in position to turn a huge double play. No damage done. Right back up the middle. Howie fields it, steps on the base, turns 2.
Herrera and Howie Kendrick to turn that double play to get out of that base-loaded situation. Hey, folks, the Angels will honor our youngest fans on September 14th when the Halos take on the Astros at 12:35. Kids in attendance will have a chance to win great prizes like Disneyland and San Diego Zoo passes, autographed items, and more. Purchase your tickets today at the Angels Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com. A couple of changes for Oakland. Johnny Gomes, the pinch hitter, stays in the game. He's in left field. That moves Sam Fuld from left over to right. A big pitch in on the hands with 2 strikes.
Because he got ahead of the count. He was able to do that. Nice job by Herrera to get through that inning.
Pujols, Hamilton, and Kendrick here in the 4th against Jeff Samardzija. 2 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits allowed for the big right-hander. Albert's 0 for 1. He grounded out to Callaspo into the overshift. His first time up. Going with the off-speed pitch.
And that's a split finger fastball. A lot of room in right center field for Pujols to hit Samardzija that way, and he's staying away against him.
Missed down and away. But back to the fastball. They wanted an appeal. He did not go. Angels at 45-24 here at home this year, while they've hit better on the road. 265 team batting average on the road, 256 here at home. Just a bit outside.
Slightly overthrown.
Full count now. Just 41 pitches for the right-handed. 30 have been strikes. He's not walked anybody. Gave up 2 singles into second.
Samardzija had to sit through a very long top of the 4th. See if that affects his command.
3-2 on the way. Bouncer foul right now, went in on the hands. Samardzija's coming off a win at Houston. Allowed 2 runs, 6 hits, 8 innings of work, and 10 strikeouts in that ball game. Second time he had 10 strikeouts in the game. The other is back on May 26th against the Giants while he was a member of the Cubs. That is line to left center field, a base hit. Gomes over to cut it off. He does so. And the Angels have their leadoff man on board for the first time tonight.
7 for 15 versus Samardzija for Albert Pujols. Very solid at bat. Worked a full count. Got a pitch out over the plate. Worked a base hit in left center field. Boy, his balance has been so good, getting that barrel of the bat on the baseball, using the entire field.
So Hamilton will bat. He had a fly ball to center field in the second as he tried to jump on that first pitch. Came at batting 268, 10 home runs, 44 runs batted in as he cuts through that one. Fastball down and away. One ball, 1 strike. The Angels have action in their bullpen. It's Fernando Salas now getting ready. Well, a little surprised. You're trying to piece a game together. Not taking anything away from Fernando. But Yoslin just threw a pretty good at-bat in a crucial situation. Why not try to at least get an inning out of him? As Hamilton fouls this one back.
That leads me to believe that Hector Santiago at some point may end up being down in the bullpen for the Angels tonight, even though he's scheduled to pitch on Tuesday. So she's trying to piece this together. Use that. It might be a situation where you're going to see 7 relievers at some point throughout this game to try to pull off this victory.
Albert over at first base, a 1-2 count on Hamilton. A swing and a miss. 1 down, 3rd strikeout for Samardzija. Got him on an off-speed pitch.
Ball down and in by Samardzija against Hamilton.
Howe is 1 for 1 as he singled into center field with 1 out of the second. 2 hits for Oakland, 3 for the Angels. Ground ball to short. Sogard bobbles it, and Kendrick will reach. Slowly hit ball. And it looked as if Sogard wasn't even thinking about Pujols at second. He was just trying to go to first.
Yeah, it looked like he had a shot at second base, but when he was unable to make the play and not the quick transfer for him, he ends up making a mistake. And with Eric Ibar at the plate, it could be a huge mistake for Oakland. Will hit the heel of his glove. Slow roller, jammed by Howie.
Ninth error committed by Sogard this year. Had him last night as well. So Pujols is second and Kendrick at first. Here's Eric Ibar. He singled off the glove of Donaldson in the second to extend his hitting streak to 15 games. And he will look at a strike. First pitch fastball. Donaldson playing just behind the bag at third base. Freeze on deck. Here's the 0-1. Little chopper to the right side. That'll sneak through for a base hit. Pujols is going to be waved in. Sam Fold bobbles the baseball. The throw goes to third. Kendrick is safe. Ibar trying to go to second. Everyone is safe. And the Angels have a 1-0 lead.
Oh, we said it so often. You talk about incredible baseball instincts. Eric Ibar has that. You don't have Josh Reddick now in right field for Oakland. I don't think Gary DiSarcina challenges that arm. Sam Fold, a decent arm, but not an arm like Josh Reddick. And that ground ball gets through the hole between first and second. And that error made by Sogard is big. And then the bobble and the throw to third. And then Ibar recognizes that and then slides in to get 2 men in scoring position. That dugout. I'll tell you what, the excitement in this series and the crowd in that dugout has been fantastic.
Halo strike first here in the fourth. Here's David Freese. Fouls the first one off his leg. Eric Ibar, a multi-hit game, picking up his 57th run batted in.
And go back to Reddick not being in right field. There's no way Albert Pujols is going to be waved home.
Great. That was Bob Melvin opting to pinch hit Johnny Gomes for Josh Reddick in the top of the inning. 0-1. And Freese looks at a strike. It's 0-2. Infield's playing back too.
Just make contact middle part of the field. Get that run home.
David's 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball to deep right center that Gentry tracked down. That was in the second inning at bat. Takes low.
These are the situations as a hitter now. You're just trying to make contact. You're trying to use the middle of the field on the ground. You're going to get a run home. Corner infielders will come to the plate on contact play. But up the middle, between short or second, a run will score.
Kendrick at third, Ibar at second. Votes playing in at first base. Donaldson back a little bit at third. Samardzija's 1-2 pitch. Way outside and it gets by the catcher Norris. The throw goes back toward the mound. Kendrick is safe. 2-0 Angels. And Ibar advances to third.
It looked like Norris stumbled on the grass going back. They had to play at the plate because that baseball came back so quickly on the ricochet to Norris. With a high throw to Samardzija. You know he's got good hands covering the plate. Well out of the strike zone from Samardzija, but it was so quick coming back. And the high throw was results in a run. A wild pitch, 7th wild pitch of the season for Zamargin.
So 2-0 Angels. That'll force the A's infield to come in, with Ibar standing at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Freeze. And he struck him out. 2 down. 4th strikeout of the night for Zamargin. We'll bring up Conger. Hank 0 for 1. He struck out in the 2nd. Three infielders on the right side. Donaldson stays at home at third, with Ibar standing over there. And Hank takes that big rip, comes up empty.
And if you're Hank, you have a lot of that left side of the infield wide open for a ground ball. A base hit and an RBI. Especially when a guy throws that firm like Zamargin does. Just make contact, that ball will roll right through that shortstop spot.
Behind in the count at 0-2. A big error by Eric Sogard. And a big wild pitch by Jeff Zamargin. There's the 0-2. And this is pulled over to Callaspo. Bobbles it for a second, picks it up, and still throws out Conger. The inning is over. But the Angels strike for 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error. And they leave a man on. 4 in the books. Halos up 2-0. Baseball is brought to you by Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. Call 1-855-1TWC. By the 2014 Camry at your Toyota dealer today, we make it easy. And by AT&T Uverse TV, mobilizing your world. Top of the 5th inning here at Angel Stadium. Halos with a 2-0 lead. And Mike Scioscia's turned the ball over to Fernando Salas here. Takes over for Yoselin Herrera, who threw that 1 pitch to Gomes with 2 strikes, jammed him, and turned it into a double play to get the Angels out of a bases-loaded 1-out situation in the 4th.
Well, Fernando Salas has thrown the ball exceptionally well since coming back up from AAA. 14 innings, 18 punch-outs, his 4 hits allowed. 0 walks, been consistently get ahead of the count since coming back from AAA.
Salas pitched on Thursday through 14 pitches. Oakland here in the 5th will have the bottom third of its order due up. Callaspo, Sogard, and Gentry. Kayas 0 for 1. He struck out in the second. Yoselin Herrera, 2/3 of an inning, all zeros. Michael Roth, 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 1 was intentional. This one lined over to third. Freeze has it, 1 down.
Once again, Fernando throwing strikes, utilizing his defense. A line drive by Kayas. Freeze right in position to catch that first out.
Brings up Sogard, a strikeout victim in the third inning. Remember, Corey Rasmus getting this spot start, first big league start of his career. 3 innings, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts for Corey Rasmus. Foul back. Off speed, lifted foul and out of play down the left field line. Calgill will give it a look. Oakland with no runs, 2 hits, 1 error. They've stranded 3. The Halos with 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base themselves. Last night it took it till the 5th. The Angels get 2 runs on the board to take the lead. Tonight it was the 4th inning. One ball, 2 strikes, and it occurred on a fairly routine ground ball to Eric Sogard. Whether he turns 2 remains to be seen, but there should have been a second out there.
And there's no doubt it takes a lot of pressure off a pitcher at that point.
So even if he goes to first, you've got Albert at second base with 2 outs. Changes that mindset, but the Angels capitalize as Sogard takes outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one fouled again, out of play. Fernando, much like the other Angels relievers, taking that next step with the off-speed stuff. Not afraid to throw it, especially when behind in the count. Because they get confidence.
So they can throw for a strike, and then they expand the zone with the off-speed stuff out of the strike zone to get a swing and miss.
How do those guys make a transition like that? We saw Kevin Jepsen go through his struggles, and all of a sudden it clicks for him, and then Salas, it clicks for him, and so on and so forth. This one's in play for Calgill. Finally gets the catch one, 2 down.
Look, my opinion behind that is now all of a sudden you have some veterans down in your bullpen to talk to you about that. From Houston Street to Jason Grilli to Joe Smith, to help some of the younger relievers out, telling them the importance of throwing that secondary pitch for a strike. And when you know, a coach can say it, a bullpen coach, your pitching coach, but when you have your peers giving you information like that and you play and catch, all these guys are together all the time, playing catch, having conversations, and figuring out that the best way to get big league hitters out is to be able to throw that secondary pitch for a strike. No matter how hard you can throw, Kevin Jepsen throws extremely hard. We had a long conversation yesterday, Jepsen and I, and he talked about, I didn't get to this next level until I was able to throw my slider for strikes and my changeup for strikes. Because no matter how hard I threw, they were always going to make contact because it was fastball after fastball. Going back into the Hyundai key to the game, I'll be there for you. We talked about the need for the bullpen tonight. Well, it's been busy already with 4 pitchers total. When you consider Corey Rasmus has been a bullpen mate this whole season, the guys behind him so far have been solid.
I thought that was your long distance dedication to me.
I'll always be there for you.
All right. Making sure. With a chopper to the right side. Kendrick has to hurry with Gentry's speed. And Salas with a 1-2-3 shutdown in it. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Halos have 9-1-2 coming up, leading it 2-0. Fifth inning, 9-1-2 coming up as we take a look at the Infinity in-game box score for the Angels. They've managed 4 hits so far tonight against Jeff Samardzija. Eric Ibar has 2 of them, and big RBI for him that gave the Angels the first run. The second run came across on the wild pitch from Samardzija. That scored Howie Kendrick from third. Colin Cowgill, Cole Calhoun, and Mike Trout here in the 5th inning. Samardzija, for his part, 4 strikeouts, no walks, and those 4 hits allowed. Watch out. Cowgill 0 for 1 as he grounded out to short his first time up. Having already spent time on the disabled list with that nasal fracture on that bunt. Let's see where Colin is a little sensitive on pitches up and in. This one's out towards center field. Just got in on the hands enough. 1 out. Back to the top of the order we go with Cole coming up 0 for 2 tonight.
Hit the ball very well his first at bat. Samardzija made an adjustment against Calhoun, his second at bat for a swing and miss.
With a breaking ball that misses outside. Jason Grilli now up and loosening. One, 2, 3 inning for Salas in the 5th. That is out toward right center field. Gentry was shading him that way, and he'll go into a slide and makes the catch. 2 down.
Well, Gentry's made 2 good plays against Calhoun so far. Gentry has a lot of coverage in the outfield and center field. Coco Chris certainly does too when he's healthy. But Gentry is very good himself in center.
To 2 outs, nobody on. That's 4 in a row retired by Samardzija since the single by Ibar in the 4th. He'll face Trout. Twice is grounded out to Sogard. Sogard making a highlight reel play. Back into third. Ball hit in the hole. They're going to the back end and quick transfer before landing and throwing out Trout to end that third inning. They're excited at the Trout farm.
We'd like some action down there now.
2 balls, 1 strike, back to the third. This is the play we were talking about on Sogard.
Just to be able to pick it and then in the quick transfer throw right away. That's the only chance you have of getting Trout out and the scoop by Vogt at first.
Two-one pitch. Strike. Top part of the strike zone. It's 2-2. Just 66 pitches thrown by Samardzija. 48 of them have been strikes tonight. Inside. Pujols on deck. Ray's had to do it again. A couple of finals already. Toronto picking up a victory tonight, among other low-scoring games. It seemed like early on today.
Yeah, a lot of 2-0 games.
Yeah. Colorado, Houston, Toronto winning by the margin of 2-0.
Washington leading Seattle once again tonight, 3-0. That's in the bottom of the 5th.
3-2 to Trout, and that's a called strike 3. And a pitch that seemed to be in off the plate, and instead of ball 4, it is strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Samardzija. We're through 5. 2-0 Angels.
Corey Rasmus getting a spot start today, was outstanding through 3 innings. 6 punch outs, just 1 hit allowed. Then Herrera came in with the bases loaded, jams batter Norris and a ground ball. Johnny Gomes, let's say double play, or Ibar ground ball in the hole, scoring. Howie Kendrick, and then able to go to third by Albert Pujols, and then wild pitch. A play at the plate. Howie could have been in the play at the plate, but Samardzija high throw. Good look when Samardzija back to Norris with that high throw, and the Eagles lead this one 2-0.
Top of the order for Oakland. The Halos up 2-0. And it's Jason Grilli taking over for Fernando Salas One inning for Fernando. All zeros for him. Fold, Vogt, and Donaldson for Oakland here in the 6th inning. 30th game for Jason Grilli with the Angels. 1-2 mark and a 2.55 ERA. And I think Mike Socha wants to know where that pitch was. It's almost identical to the one that Trout got rung up on. It's a 1-ball, no strike count. Sam Fuld got the start in left, shifted to right with Johnny Gomes pinch hit for Josh Reddick. 0 for 2 tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Really has a save as an Angel. 24 2/3 innings, 21 hits, 26 strikeouts, and 6 walks. He's playing it over at third. Breaking ball. That drops in there. 1-2.
That's the ability to throw that slider for a strike.
Grilli's 1-2. Breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jason last pitched on Tuesday against the Marlins through 23 pitches in that one. 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Bouncer foul. No runs, 2 hits, an error, 3 left on. Biggest threat that Oakland has had was in the 4th. It was against Michael Roth, who took over for Rasmus. Leadoff walk, the infield base hit, coupled with the throwing error by Hank, with runners in 2nd and 3rd. Roth struck out Moss. Norris was intentionally walked to load him up, and then Roth was lifted for Herrera. Shoots out and foul into the seats on the 3rd base side.
Boy, ran that fastball in after a couple sliders in a row.
Gomes pinch hit for Reddick, which at the time, 4th inning, early to game, and no other left-handed pitchers in the bullpen for the Angels. It was surprising that Reddick was pinch hit for. May or may not have cost him a run in the bottom of the inning on the base hit by Ibar to right.
Well, there's no question that Gary DiSarcina would be more apt not to challenge that arm from Reddick and right as compared to Sam Fuld.
Fouled off again. The Angels got out of it. And then scored twice in the bottom of the 4th. The old light wave for the Big A.
It's in force here tonight.
Yeah, it is. A great crowd. Good battle here between Fuld and Jason Grilli. 7 pitches so far. 2-2. Ground ball to first. Howard waves off. Grilli. 1 down. Hey folks, September 16th through the 19th is International Week here at the Big A. Make your plans to see the Angels take on the Mariners and the Rangers, and receive a Sombrero St. Patty's Hat Rally Drummer Oktoberfest style. For more info and to purchase tickets, just log on Angels.com/promotion.
You can't even control yourself. You're so excited for that.
Oh man, nice Peter Brady moment right there.
Oh yeah.
Even Vogt. Vogt's 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball to center. Walked in that 4th inning as the leadoff man. Stranded at 3rd. One ball, 1 strike. I guess a couple of days ago, much was made of this light wave that the Angels have been doing pretty much all season long, and they do it whether the Angels are batting or whether an opponent hitter's batting. Apparently some that follow the A's from a media standpoint made kind of a big deal about it, but A's hitters, they thought it was kind of cool. Matter of fact, Stephen Vogt was asked about it. He said, you can't tell with the batter's eye being as big as it is out in center field, you can't really see it. And Brandon Moss was even saying he thought it was pretty cool. He thought people were taking pictures of a crucial moment while he was at the plate.
Exactly. I mean, this batter's eye here is one of the best. I've talked to many hitters. They love hitting here at the Big A because of the fact they see the ball so well coming from center field.
Missed outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I'm not sure when or how it started, but it started this year. It's kind of randomly pops up throughout a game. Two now. Just off the end of the bat, foul. There's a good look at it from center field.
It is really cool when you're here at the stadium.
Yeah. 2002, what was it? The Thunder Sticks?
Yes.
All right, well, 2014 is the year of the light wave.
Like it.
Swing and a miss. Jack goes Vogt, 2 down.
Those Thunder Sticks were loud in that magical run.
Yeah, they were.
Wow. Speaking of loud, this fastball here from Grilly, inside corner, runs it back, gets a swing and miss at 94.
Breaking ball to Donaldson, misses down and away. A's third baseman's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Both the infield variety. Now with caught the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Really the 4th reliever used by Scioscia after the spot start by Corey Rasmus, breaking ball down and away, 2 balls and a strike.
I can't say enough how well Corey Rasmus threw the baseball tonight. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, no walks, including 1.5 in a row.
Two 2-1 pitch. Donaldson looks one out to right. Playable for Calhoun. Jason Grilli with a 1-2-3-6 will head to the bottom of the inning. Pujols, Hamilton, and Kendrick coming up. Angels on top 2-0. Really with a 1-2-3 6th inning. Hey, time now for the AT&T fan photo of the game. Remember to tweet us your photos using hashtag WestFanPhoto. Your photo could be shown in an upcoming game broadcast tonight. Kim sends us her picture. Kim_8903 is the Twitter handle. Kim, thanks for the picture. Keep sending them in to hashtag WestFanPhoto. Albert Pujols to lead things off here in the 6th inning against Jeff Samardzija. He'll be followed by Josh Hamilton and then Howie Kendrick. Albert fouling off the first pitch. 1 for 2, 9 for Pujols. Ground ball in the first inning. Singleton scored, leading off the fourth. One ball, one strike. 71 pitches thrown by Samardzija, 51 strikes. 5 strikeouts and no walks.
Boy, a ton of strikes thrown, though. Always around the strike zone.
Little flare out to center. Gentry comes in, puts it away. There's the first down of the 6th.
Well, we showed earlier that Josh Hamilton last season against Samardzija hit 2 home runs in the game. Trying to look for something on the inner half of the plate, that toe tap, and then threw the baseball. Hasn't been able to time Samardzija quite yet tonight. And has done so in the past.
Just missed that pitch, and it's 0-1. Hamilton 0 for 2 with a fly to center, a strikeout.
Timed that one well.
Yep. Still looking for that first home run at home. He has 10, all 10 out on the road this year.
Almost had one the other night.
Yeah.
Off the top of the wall in center.
Double. Got out there in a hurry, too. Seen a couple of those tonight from Samardzija. He's kicking at that landing area. Count evened up at 1-1. Ground ball to the right side. That's Sogard, the shortstop in the shift. 2 down. Kevin Jepson getting ready now. Seven in a row now retired by Samardzija since the Ibar RBI single in the 4th. Howie 1 for 2. Singled in the 2nd, reached on the air by Sogard and scored in the 4th. Of the 2 runs the Angels scored in the 4th inning, 1 earned, 1 unearned. Check swing foul over to Alfredo Griffin.
Oh, look at those hands.
Yeah. Those are the ground balls that Alfredo enjoys.
Yes.
Nowadays. The ones that just kind of die at his feet. No energy exerted. Smooth.
Oh, there's no question about that with Alfredo.
Kendrick goes down swinging. The Angels go down in order. 6 complete. 2-0 Halos.
7th. And now it's time for the Carl's Jr. Sports Update around the majors. Neighbors battle in Kansas City. Trevor Bauer and James Shields both went to Hart High School up in Santa Clarita. Pitched well. Neither in the decision. Both gave up 1 run. They're still playing extra innings there in Kansas City. Ernie Banks will be proud. Both Chicago teams, the Cubs and the White Sox, played a day-night doubleheader. So they played 2. Looks like they're going to split. Both the Cubs and the White Sox will split 2. Tigers lost game 1 against the White Sox, won game 2.
Yeah, the Scherzer in game 1.
He had an early lead, too, 3-0.
Yeah, Adam Dunn.
Chris Sale pitched against him. That's a pretty good arms.
Yeah, Dunn snapped a 3-3 tie. Sale made it hold up. Kevin Jepson takes over here in the 7th, 66th game for him. 0-1 record at 2.06 ERA. Pitched Wednesday and Thursday. 21 pitches on Wednesday, 14 on Thursday. And here in the 7th, he'll face Moss, Norris, and Gomes. 4, 5, and 6 for Oakland. Brandon Moss, a DH, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
66th game for Jepson, team leader in that category.
Three for 5 in his career against Kevin, including a home run. One ball, one strike. Kevin becomes the 5th reliever now. Rasmus for 3 innings. Roth a 1/3 of an inning. Herrera 2/3 of an inning. Salas and Greeley for 1. And that 4th inning kind of hurt perhaps the plan that Mike Scioscia had in place, I should say, as Moss checked his swing. It's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, we would love to see Michael Roth be able to go a couple innings at least.
Off speed, yanked foul out in front. Evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Norris on deck, and then Johnny Gomes. Two to Moss. Now back challenger with a fastball at 97. Looks like Kevin. A little problem with that landing area as well. After that pitch spinning around. Two again. Breaking ball. This one's hit towards short. That's where David Freese was playing in the shift. 1 down.
It's a good slider from Jepson.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. So 1 out. And up steps Derek Norris, the catcher. Struck out in the 2nd inning, intentionally walked to load the bases in the 4th. The Angels probably have about 5 more starts or thereabouts from the so-called now 5th spot in the order. The rotation
I don't know if the Angels could do this every 5th day.
No, you got to,
considering the workload already for the bullpen.
Yeah, you're going to have to settle in on somebody to be able to be in that spot. Otherwise, not only it sets you back on the game the next day, possibly even a couple of games after that, when you have to use that many pitchers to be able to finish off a game.
Angels with just 2 off days the rest of the way. Mondays, one of those 2. The other is that last week of the season between the Oakland series and Seattle series. Balancer back to the mound. Jepson's got it. 2 down.
And Kevin Jepson's done a very good job of late as far as fielding his position, because he's under control now in his delivery. That's something he started in spring training, a little different arm angle for him, more consistent to hit his spots. And because of that, he's not overthrowing.
So 2 outs, nobody on, and here's Johnny Gomes. Double play ball for him in the 4th inning, so he's 0 for 1. A low hit game for both sides. 2 hits for Oakland, 4 for the Angels. Donaldson owns both of those hits.
You can see that delivery from Jepson, so under control, hitting his spot at 96.
Gomes tardy on that fastball. 1-2.
So far the bullpen very solid. 3 2/3 is 1 hit, 2 punch outs, couple of walks, 1 intentional. Corey Rasmus was outstanding in 3 scoreless innings to start the game.
And it's unfortunate he's not eligible for a victory as Gomes goes down looking at Jepson with a 1-2-3-7. 7th inning stretch time here at the Big A. Halos with a 2-0 lead. Schedule one more against Oakland tomorrow, and that is Matt Shoemaker going up against Scott Kazmir.
Last time Kazmir against the Angels really struggled. Matt Shoemaker has been dominant last 4 games. ERA 0.77 for Matt Shoemaker.
Yeah, last 2 starts for Kazmir against the Angels. Last year with Cleveland and the one last weekend have been not so good. Shoemaker, on the other hand, has been fantastic. Eric Ibar takes an off-speed pitch for a strike.
One of the great stories around baseball when you think about it for Matt Shoemaker, what he has done as a rookie, 13-game winner.
Undrafted rookie.
Yes.
Undrafted right-handed pitching rookie.
That's a good play, right-handed.
Eric Ibar 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and an RBI.
An opportunity to tie that record for most wins as an Angel rookie. Well, he's been great. What a great kid, too.
Broken bat and a nice leaping grab by Stephen Vogt. Timing it perfectly robs Ibar of his 3rd hit. And there's the first down here in the 7th.
It's a big play for Oakland. If Ibar's on base, all of a sudden it gives Mike Scioscia some flexibility to put a hit and a run on. Vogt able to leap up, especially with that part of that back coming towards him also. Leaps up and makes an outstanding play.
Nice play by the first baseman slash catcher dealing with a bad foot.
Slash outfielder also. That's what like you mentioned earlier. That's the Oakland A's.
Here's David Freese, 0 for 2 with a fly ball to center and a strikeout. And just to finish up a point that I mentioned going to a break in the 7th about Corey Rasmus not eligible for a W even though he went 3 innings. Starting pitcher has to go 5 in order to qualify for a W. It's a shame that he would not qualify right now if the game ended at this moment. Yoselin Herrera is the guy that they
but I
get to
can guarantee a lot of high fives from his
doubt.
teammates what he did tonight under this situation.
0-2 count on Freese. Fly ball to center and a strikeout for David. Yoselin Herrera, 4 pitches. The 4th, a very big one so far. That one's a called strike 3. Freese goes down looking. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Scioscia can't believe it. And letting Will Little hear it.
Well, this pitch is clearly not in the strike zone. Had late movement and when it crosses the plate, but that was below the strike zone and off the inside corner.
Scioscia was already jacked with the Trout strikeout in the 5th inning, a ball that missed the strike zone on a 3-2 pitch. As Joe Smith gets ready for the 8th inning. Congers 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground ball. And the Angels go down in order, 7 in the books. 2-0 Halos. Angels baseball is brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Get a fast free quote at mercuryinsurance.com today and see how much you can save. By Jack in the Box at Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. And by your Hyundai dealer. Get clearance pricing during the Hyundai Labor Day Blue Tag event going on now. Top of the 8th inning here at Angel Stadium. 2-0 Angels. 2 runs in the 4th. 1 unearned run. Jeff Samardzija has been locked down since that 4th inning. Kind of got away from him. He's retired 11 straight since that single by Eric Aybar. Picked up 2 more strikeouts in the 7th. Here in the 8th inning, it's Joe Smith on in relief. John McDonald will take over at third base for David Freese. Oakland here in the 8th inning will have Callasco, Sogard, and Gentry. Jason Smith pitching in his 66th game. 5-2 record, a 2.10 ERA. Joe pitched last night, went 1 inning through 16 pitches. He also threw 16 pitches on Thursday night. Callasco looks at a strike. Alberto's 0 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd, lined down to David Freese in the 5th. No balls, 2 strikes. Calgill very shallow and toward the foul line in left field. Callasco from the left side of the plate likes to flip that ball out to left on occasion. So he tried to do it in that 5th inning and found the glove of Freese. Back outside, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Try to go around the plate with that backdoor slider. A little too far off the plate.
This one's out toward left center. Hamilton moving over. 1 away.
That's a 9th time in this game for Angel pitching against Oakland ahead of the count. 0-2 to start. Just 1 for 9 Oakland is in those situations with 4 strikeouts.
And all bullpen arms that you're talking about in this ballgame, with Rasmus getting that spot start. And I know we were touching on it just about an inning or so ago, talking about how good the bullpen has been with the off-speed stuff. You go back to last year, you want to talk, aside from the injuries and aside from the season you'd like to forget, just 78 wins. That bullpen really struggled throwing strikes. And I say that because they were 4th in Major League Baseball in 1-0 counts and 3rd in Major League Baseball with 2-0 counts. Those are bullpen arms, and you're not going to win many games pitching from behind late.
That's why the big turnaround this season.
Toward the middle, Aybar to his left, goes into the slide, has it, gets up, fires the first, count of 2 down.
Boy, how intense has this series been, especially defensively. The great plays the Angels have made. It looked like that was destined for a base hit, but Aybar, quick, with great range, slides, picks up, perfect throw to first base to get Sogard. Well, showing that range, former Gold Glove winner, in position to win his 2nd Gold Glove this season with a perfect throw to first base to get the 2nd out. That's what you get when you're throwing strikes. Great plays made behind you.
2 quick outs for Joe Smith. Here's Craig Gentry, center fielder. 0 for 2. Bouncer back to the mound on a ground ball to second. They tied him up.
Well, he ran that 2-seamer inside. See that great range that Eric Aybar has. This baseball was hit well too by Sogard. The slide and then the spin around quickly and the transfer, perfect throw. Strong arm that Aybar has to get Sogard.
1-1 pitch, and that is tap foul. 1-2. 1-2 offer. And it just missed inside, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mentioned how Samardzija had retired 11 straight since the Ibar single. Angels pitchers have retired 12 straight since the intentional walk to Norris. 2-2. Make that 13 straight as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Halos maintaining a 2-0 lead.
Great pitching, great defense. Showed that in the opening today, how important the defense was going to be. And we've seen some great D once again by the Halos tonight. Eric Ibar, former Gold Glover, dealing again tonight. Angels lead this one 2-0 here in the bottom of the 8th, looking for some insurance runs. Samardzija's been very, very good. Only 4 hits allowed through 7 innings pitched.
Cowgill fouls off the first offering. Nine 1-2 for the Angels here in the 8th against Jeff Samardzija. 7+ innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts, no walks. An 0-2 count. Calhoun on deck, then Trout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 44,018 in the house tonight. Sell out, the 8th for the Angels this year. Saturday night, spectacular fireworks after the ball game. There's the 1-2. Ground ball towards short. So Garner picks it up, fires to first, and they just do get Cowgill for the first out. Hey folks, follow every Angel game with MLB.com app on your favorite mobile phone or tablet. Get live look-ins, instant replays, scores, stats, audio, free MLB.tv game of the day more. Download at the App Store. Log on to Angels.com for more details. One out, nobody on for Cole. 0 for 3 tonight. 2 fly balls to center to strike out. Houston Street getting ready for the 9th. Top of the order coming up. Fold, Vogt, and Donaldson. .94 pitches for the right-handed. 69 strikes. Number on the first base side. Zamarja picks it up. Calhoun retired for the second out.
You know, Zamarja's going to be able to field his position. Very athletic. Looking down quickly to field that ball and apply the tag to Calhoun.
So 2 outs over the off for Trout. He's 0 for 3 tonight. That's one option. Off speed, went around. So Davis rings it up. Mike serving as the DH tonight. Hamilton getting the start at center.
And another borderline pitch upstairs called against Trout. Boy, upstairs and in. Barely touching that upper part of the strike zone, though. That last at bat, though, didn't touch that part of the strike zone.
Lifted on the first base side. Both moving over. He'll run out of room. So we'll reset and do it again at 0-2. Mike backing out. One ball, 2 strikes. Rasmus, Roth, Herrera, Salas, Grilly, Jepson, Smith, and Street for the ninth. Just like you draw it up. Halos have never used 8 pitchers in a 9-inning game in franchise history. They will tonight. Foul it out of play.
Hunter pitches thrown out by Zamarja. 74 strikes. Very solid strike to ball ratio tonight for Zamarja.
Touched
100 miles an hour on your 101st pitch thrown.
Here's the 2-2. Off speed down him. And the Angels go down in order. 8 in the books. We head to the 9th. Houston Street will have handed the ball and try to close it out with the Angels up 2-0.
Top of the 9th inning, and now it's time for our top tier play of the game, presented by Arco. Herrera with the bases loaded. Johnny Gomes runs a fastball in. Howie fields it, steps on the base at second, and completes a double play to get through the inning. No damage done, maintaining the lead. Great play by Howie. Perfect pitch by Herrera and the entire bullpen. Perfect pitches throughout this game.
Yoselin Herrera, as it stands right now, I believe the official score would give him the W. But still 3 outs to go on Houston Street. The man charged with trying to get those final 3 outs. He'll face full vote at Donaldson. 1, 2, and 3 for Oakland. 8th Angels pitcher used tonight. Houston's been busy. Pitched last night in a non-save situation and worked a scoreless 9th inning, giving up a base hit to Derek Norris.
Samardzija has been outstanding himself. His 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run in 8 innings pitched, no walks, 9 strikeouts.
Just 102 pitches too for the right-hander. 4th consecutive game for Houston Street. John McDonald in on the grass at third as Sam Fole takes upstairs. The right fielder is 0 for 3 with a fly to right, a strikeout, and a ground ball to first. There's the Angels bullpen. Mike Moore, the last man standing. 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Street's 2-1 on the way, and that's up high. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. See Stephen Vogt on deck. Full count. Like the full taken the whole way. Trying to get on base somehow. 17 stolen bases for the speedy outfielder.
That's his job at this point, to somehow, some way get on base for Oakland. Houston Street trying to keep him off the base.
Here's the payoff. This one's yanked into right field, a base hit. Leadoff man on board. And that's the first base runner since the Norris intentional walk in the 4th. Stick around after the last out. Angels Live postgame presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, Tip Sound, and Alex Crew break it all down for you immediately following the game. Hit by Sam Fole, just the 3rd for Oakland tonight. Both the first baseman is 0 for 2. A fly ball to center, a walk, and a strikeout. He will look at the strike. Dangerous location with Stephen Vogt.
Especially on the fastball.
There's the off speed.
That's a real good changeup from Houston Street.
Oh, 2 on the way. This one lifted out to the left side. Shallow left field. Eric Ibar going out. Calgill calls him off. One down.
Another 0-2 count by an Angel pitcher tonight. That's 10 of them. A's 1 for 10 in those at-bats. Getting ahead of the count. Turn over a little changeup. Vogt out in front. Pops it up. The all-important first out.
Fold still at first base. Here's Josh Donaldson. A 2 for 3 game. 2 infield singles and a fly ball to right. Fold takes off. The pitch is outside. A throw from Conger is not close. I mean, that's one of those, if you're a catcher, with the jump that Fold had, you weren't going to throw him out.
Yeah, that's a throw that you don't want to make, because if you airmail it there, which was close, then all of a sudden you have him at third base.
18th stolen base for Fold. And a 1-0 count on Donaldson. Left hand hitting Brandon Moss on deck. Two balls, no strikes. Splits just about even for Houston as an Angel as far as what the hitters have done, whether righties or lefty. 175 for left-handers, 177 for right-handers. And a 3-ball, no strike count. One out here in the ninth. 2-0 Angels. Oakland with a base runner at second. That's Sam Fold. Leadoff single for him. Donaldson skies with foul. Out in front of the off-speed pitch. 3-1.
Bob Melvin, a lot of confidence in Donaldson to give him that green light, even though he's behind 2, because of his power.
He is their guy in the lineup. And that's not taking anything away from Moss or Vogt or any of the other unsung heroes that have popped up for Oakland over the last couple of years. But without Cespedes in the lineup, Donaldson's the guy that's driving the ship, if you will. 3-1 pitch. Swings and bounces one over to third. McDonald has it. 2 down. He chased an off-speed pitch.
And we talked about that throughout this entire game, how the Angels relievers can throw off speed in fastball counts.
So the Halos 1 out away from picking up a 3rd consecutive victory over Oakland and 5th consecutive win overall, and extending their lead in the West. They will switch on the defensive side with the overshift. John McDonald over toward second base, and Eric Ibar will stay at home. Sellout crowd on its feet. Moss tonight 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And Fold will take third. Ibar's wondered if there was time was called. And they'll get together here.
And they're going to make sure that the play was even ready to go at that point when he ran to third. Yeah, and that run doesn't matter anyhow.
Yeah, the question is, was Houston straight engaged
on
the mound yet? Had he engaged the rubber? And now Bob Melvin's going to come out and argue this, although Jerry Davis is pulling the umpires together. Here's the explanation. It's a dead ball, meaning until the pitcher steps onto the rubber and engages the rubber.
At that point, there's no claim being made. And he's going, he hasn't even gone to the rubber yet. Because he's going to be in the stretch.
Well, Bob Melvin gives Jerry Davis an earful as he heads back to the dugout. And you wonder if Fold will attempt again here. And Houston's going to work from the windup. Now Fold takes off. First one, the boss. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Light that baby up as the Angels for the second straight night shut out the Athletics. Tonight the final 2-0.
Boy, the fellas running out to Houston Street. What a job by the bullpen the entire game. Eric Ibar with the clutch hit. Some solid defense. But improbable victory here tonight. Houston Street picking up the save. Fastball by Brandon Moss, who had 1 career at bat against Houston Street. That was a home run. 8 pitchers used. 11 times in this game the pitchers got ahead of Oakland hitters. 0-2, 11 times, 1 for 11, including 5 strikeouts. What an effort.
Halos now with a 4-game lead in the American League West, taking the first 3 against the Oakland A's. And it sets up Matt Shoemaker for tomorrow afternoon against Scott Kazmir, looking for the series sweep. The Angels not given a whole lot by Jeff Samardzija, who goes 8 solid innings. Gives up 2 runs, 1 earned, but the Angels scratch across those 2 runs. And boy, oh boy, they were huge in that bottom of the 4th inning.
I just love the way they pitched. They attacked the strike zone against a team that is very patient, but they attacked the zone, got ahead 11 times, 0-2. 1 for 11, 5 punch-outs. That's how good the bullpen was, and the defense solid and just enough hitting.
Unfortunately, did not get a decision as Jocelyn Herrera picks up the win, but Corey Rasmus, a great start. He's down on the field with Alex Curry. Alex?
Thank you, Victor. Corey, your first ever big league start. You looked extremely confident on the mound. How did it feel? Were you nervous at all?
Super nervous, super excited, just trying to come out here and help the team as best I could.
Did you treat it any differently as if you were coming in for relief?
Try not to. I'm going to try to stay calm and try to go out here like...
That's got to feel great.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Now, in just 3 innings, you struck out 6 guys. What was working for you tonight?
Hank helped me. You know, I mixed it up a lot, threw a lot of strikes, and, you know, fortunately they swung and missed a couple times.
And how good did it feel to help this team win in front of this electric crowd tonight?
It's awesome. I mean, thanks a lot for everybody being here and helping us. I mean, it's awesome.
Well, congratulations on a great outing in your first start.
Thank you very much.
A huge win for the Halos as they take Game 3 of this 4-game set and get up 4 games now in the AL West. Up next, Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, and Tim Salmon break it all down on Angels Live.